This badass was playing through it, just had surgery, had old righty removed last Thursday. So he's out for 2 weeks, and he's like, I'll be back.
Only 2 weeks? Wait a second. Do you know who you traded and who you didn't get in return? And his wife's probably going to leave him.
He comes
Sorry about that.
I really only came up with Napoleon.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Shut up, man. Hey, you sure I went long and then went short there?
After 104, you continue to surprise us.
That's right, guys. Welcome to Juice Boy Chode. 3 brothers-in-law. Oh, we're so freaking stupid. We're getting dumber by the episode. You would think we were smarter, but we're not.
We have established
The
that
IQ
not on the
drops.
docket.
Yep. Weekly sports podcast, guys. Episode 105. I'm the Juice Boy Chode. We got Juice Boy Joe. We got Mr. Pelletier. Oh, I missed you guys. We were off last week because Joey had long pneummonia. Just getting his ass kicked over there. Yeah, antibiotics, steroids.
Turned into a sinus infection. 20 total days of steroids. I mean, I'm sorry, antibiotics I've had over the past month for 2 separate illnesses.
You look like a dried raisin.
Yeah, I feel like one. Yeah.
You're like deflated, like Tom Brady's balls.
No, he looks cute. Oh.
But then I got to hang out with you guys this weekend too, but whatever. All right.
That was also delicious.
Yeah.
We did get to do that. Chris has been on opioids all weekend too. Everyone's having a good high right now. How we doing? How's everyone doing?
It is true, yeah. I royally messed myself up on Friday, and that was very fun.
Chris tweaked his back and has been on a ride ever since. I think
feels generous, yeah.
I am I'm the only sober one. I'm not having any fun around here. You guys just take all the pills.
I'm just on antibiotics, man. That's not fun.
There's nothing fun about it? There's gotta be like,
no, it makes you poop. It's awful.
Oh. You didn't need more help doing that, guys. Shows drop every Friday. Be sure to follow on all the socials. Whenever you're listening, we thank you so much. Guys had a great week, or 2 weeks ago, of Juice Junkies listening, new people tuning in. We really appreciate it, guys.
That's right.
Let's jump into it. We got Sports Docket. A lot going on we've missed. Squeeze of the week, Moron Mountain claim to shame. We got a comeback story for the ages for our big tot. Juicy Parlay. You guys know the drill. We've been doing this 2.5 years? Oh, that's a long
while.
That is a long time, guys. Sports Docket. We missed the World Series ending. Game 7, 51 million people.
What a game.
The Blue Jays blew it 6 different times. The Blue Jays blew it against a number 9 hitter who hasn't hit a home run since Labor Day. They had 1 out. Shohei was on deck, down by 1, and then Dodgers tie it. And then the Dodgers take the lead, but then they have a runner on the Blue Jays have a runner on third with one out
and third, second and third, and
with 1 out.
Get him in. Just horrific base running from the time you start playing baseball. You're taught to get a leadoff if bases are loaded. You are taught to get a huge secondary lead as soon as that ball was pitched. He should have been halfway down the baseline already. That's just. But incredible, outstanding World Series. I hate to see the Dodgers win.
Yeah.
But some unbelievable performances, incredible games, an 18-inning game.
Yes.
Some controversy in 6 and 7. What about in Game 6 when that ground rule double was called? When it just got pinned right there underneath enough. And
seriously,
hands go up. Because hands go up, it's a ground rule double. Oh my God!
And he threw it back into play pretty right after that too. He picked it up.
And it doesn't count. Just getting your heart ripped out in the worst ways by the Blue Jays in those last 2 games.
Whole country got their heart ripped out. Chris was calling it team of death. It felt like the Blue Jays were actually the better team in the World Series. They were the hottest team. They were streaky.
They played great until they just didn't.
You just run into those Japanese pitchers, and my Lord, that Yamamoto pitched. Yeah,
Yamamoto was a monster.
Pitched in 4 games, and he was still
2 nights in a row.
90s. I mean, it's just like they have rubber arms. They're just made of elastic out in Japan. I mean, it's just like that's incredible. So
what he pitched 4 innings the next game 7 after starting the game before. 3 innings, 4 innings. Yeah. I mean, they just kept throwing them out. They didn't use the bullpen the entire game 7.
In and threw 3 innings to close out Game 7 after pitching the night before. That's an all-time accomplishment.
Clayton Kershaw goes out on top. Future Hall of Famer. Probably the closest to 300 wins that will.
Top 5 lefty of all time.
Probably. Goes out on top, guys. Goes out on top. Yeah. What a season. Not for the Rockies. Side note on the Rockies, they're about to hire the guy in charge of signing Deshaun Watson to the worst contract in sports history. Those Colorado Rockies are interviewing that guy.
And no, they hired him. No,
they hired him.
Yeah, no. He's in, man.
He's back.
It's done.
Yeah.
Should have done a breaking news.
I didn't realize that he was the guy played by Jonah Hill in Moneyball.
Yeah. So
You guys told me that. Yeah, you guys
Maybe that's
told
his
me.
problem.
Incredible.
He just only knows baseball. It's just
So all right. Okay. If I just look at the Browns, like you were the biggest disaster human being who is okay with like diddlers being on your team, like not a good look for the Rockies. But then we look at the beloved Brad Pitt movie, and it's like, okay, maybe I'm a little back on board. Like you're back at the back at the MLB where you made your name, where you made your bones. Like, let's see what you got.
But we talked about this when we were all together this weekend. Was how does that interview go? Like, hey, friend. Go ahead. First, before we start, thanks for coming in. Thanks for traveling out. Please explain why you signed off on the worst contract in sports history to 30 rape allegations and guaranteed money. Just tell us why we should even be talking.
Not only did you sign off on it, you were the one twisting the owner's arm.
You were the advisor.
Yeah.
He was the one
gotta
that
get this
ultimately pushed Cleveland to come back because he was about to sign with the Dolphins. He was the one that got Cleveland to back up the Brinks truck. Why?
Yeah. And he has an interview, and he signed. I don't get it.
Not an interview. No, he's there.
He's there.
And now he's just talking about how happy and excited he is to be back in baseball.
Baseball's happy to have you, friend.
That boy would slob in the knot, let me tell you, to get that job. I don't know how, unless the Monfors didn't ask the question, which I could also see them not asking that type of question to see what his answer was. MLB's over. We'll see you at spring training, Juice Junkies.
Their question is, how cheap are you? And how much money can you make us?
That's true.
Rob Mumford only just now could afford to buy Moneyball and was like, let's get that guy.
Oh, he got the Blu-ray at Goodwill or something.
The bargain bin at Goodwill. He bought like 99-cent bin. He's like,
wait, can we get that guy?
They made a movie about baseball.
And someone's like, that movie came out 15 years ago, Dad. And he's like, we got to hire that guy right now. We got to hire that guy. All right, guys, let's hit college football real quick. We'll throw it to Chris. Chris, can anyone beat Ohio State? Is this even fun?
Texas A&M can.
Really?
You
Absolutely
really think so?
Texas A&M has more ranked wins than anybody else in the country and has not looked like they have broken a sweat doing it so far.
Wow.
Texas A&M can.
Joey, how spicy is that or not as an Ohio State, but not biased fan?
I mean, I think it's good because they play in the SEC and they're beating everybody that they can, but it's just absolute dominance from Ohio State right now. Like they are not making even small, minute mistakes. Like they are just humming on every single level. So it's looking like they're going to get a Heisman Trophy out of this season when no one even knew who the hell this guy was. All right,
Mendoza will be taking that home.
That's true.
After last week.
That pitch and catch, man. That is
Indiana. In Penn State.
Put that up on the big board in Indiana, playing 24/7 for the next 100 years.
You hadn't gotten to our house yet, Chris, and me and Joe were screaming at the TV because it didn't look like he caught it. It didn't look like he
call was my most favorite moment of the weekend.
And then Joe Platt's like, "I love football so much," just screaming. I think Mendoza probably runs away with it. Joey, you're talking. You love Ohio State. They're so dominant. They're not messing up. If they lose to Michigan, are you firing Ryan Day?
Yes.
God, you suck.
You're such an ass.
Yes, 100 at the stadium. Like you do not go home
after saying how perfect and seamless and not breaking a sweat and random.
They're not making any mistakes. They make one, and Joey's like dumping.
And they're still going to make the CFP because the CFP sucks because you can lose all these games now.
They're still going to win it all, just like they did last year.
And you're going to fire
that team. Yeah,
you're going to have an interim coach the national championship game.
But that's not going to happen. They're not going to lose to Michigan. They're not going to.
If they, you said that last year. Last year was even worse.
I know it was. But this year, if they lose, Cody, you just made my point for me. Last year's even worse. So if they're like in back-to-back seasons, that can. No, 5 seasons in a row. It cannot happen. It will not happen. And if it does happen, then heads need to roll.
So you want an interim coach coaching in the playoffs after having an excellent, stellar team, all the things you've said. You want an interim coach.
Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate, and just the good things are going to happen. All right. And so it's just.
So Ryan Day's not responsible.
If he can't beat Michigan 4 consecutive times.
Hard-hitting questions.
5 consecutive times. If you can't do it, then no. You can be a coach somewhere else, but just not at Ohio State.
Oh my god!
Literally anywhere else would. Oh gosh, Ohio
I hope
State.
he
Come to Fort
goes.
Collins.
I
We have
hope
an
he
opening.
moves on.
You think
to
he'll
the
come to
NFL and
CSU?
just leaves y'all languishing.
Ryan Day, how much do you think he'll charge to come to CSU? Fort Collins is nicer than
Ryan Day is
Columbus.
the head coach. You get Brian Kelly as the OC, and then Brian Dayball as the defensive coordinator. It's perfect. It's
Just
exactly
welcome
what
to the
CSU
Pac-12.
fans have expected the whole time.
Chris, you want to hit on Brian Kelly's lawsuit we learned about here?
Yeah, isn't this super fun? Isn't this just the story?
Let's get into some governance, shall we?
LSU brings in their governor, or the state of Louisiana brings in their governor, who comes and gives Brian Kelly the old ugly axe in addition to the AD. And then Brian Kelly, or LSU then goes to Brian Kelly and is like, we'd like to negotiate to owe you less money. And Brian Kelly is essentially like, the fuck? Why'd I ever come to the negotiating table with you?
I signed my piece of paper.
What
Yeah.
world would I do that? And so he's pushing back and being like, hey, yeah, you guys owe me. Like, I don't care. Like, you can negotiate all you want. Like, negotiate this dick. Like, you owe me my money. And now LSU is coming back and trying to make the claim in court that they didn't officially fire him. So now they're letting him go with cause.
Wait,
So
what was the
that?
cause? What was the cause?
I'm assuming that they're trying to claim like, oh, we didn't officially fire you and you've not been coaching.
What do you mean
Like-
you didn't officially fire? They like
I have no idea. This literally just came out this afternoon that LSU tried to file this in court. I haven't
That's
seen
their
any
claim, though,
details.
is
I don't
Is
know
it
if any
mutual
details-
separation?
oh,
I think that
stepped
they're
away.
trying to claim that like they weren't the ones who like made him leave. And so I think they're trying to make it seem like he decided to up and abandon the team.
Oh,
and they were in support of that. And Brian Kelly's like, no, fuck you, pay me.
you're saying there's not one text or email of a recorded call?
If it comes out that he walked, then he's not getting that money. You know, it's just like that wasn't part of the contract. Like when you feel like you need to leave, go ahead and we'll honor that. And like there's
I mean,
no way,
that's the thing, though, is like on
Damn.
Brian Kelly's side of this argument, which I can't believe I'm arguing for Brian Kelly. It's one of those where it's like, he's got the biggest ego on the planet. You think he's leaving anything?
But also, yeah,
He's
why
not
would he? Why
walking
would any
away.
coach sign the piece of paper and
Yeah,
be
he's,
like, nah?
he's 100% convinced that like unless you like literally find like 6 or 7 dudes because Brian Kelly is huge to pick him up and hurl his ass out of the room, like he's not leaving because he's convinced that he's just on to the next week.
We're gonna have to follow that story, see where it goes.
I love it. This is
big one.
this is the most chaotic thing ever. The Louisiana governor immediately promoted some guy from the group of 5 to come in and now be the university president after he was just made president at his last university like a couple months ago. He has essentially no experience as a
Oh,
university
Lordy.
president, and LSU's or Louisiana's governor is like, sure, this guy's good enough. You can go ahead and hire our AD and our next head football coach, having had several moments of experience.
It's all bitch.
several moments.
Several moments.
Collectively, that's pretty
Amazing.
good.
It's amazing. It's the best thing that's ever happened.
Oh, I love it. Let's wrap up with NFL guys. Joe Burrow's back at practice, guys, randomly.
Yeah, what?
That's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. Chiefs
He's
Broncos
hoping for
play.
Thanksgiving Day comeback. I was like, I thought he was done
Lordy.
the rest
He's
of the
just going to be
season.
knocked right back out.
Yeah.
That O-line
Yeah,
is
seriously.
trash.
Oh, it's not. And Joe Flacco has a hurt shoulder. Big deal there. Chiefs Broncos play a huge divisional game. Broncos are on top. Buffalo loses to Mike McDaniels and the Dolphins. Are the Dolphins back? I don't know if they're back. Also,
are
Tua still threw like 2 picks. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. I don't know how they won the game with. I think Achan just put a whole
He had like
team
he had
on his
180 yards.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
just fine. A lot of big game. Jackson Dart looks like the real deal. Gets a concussion. Brian Daboll gets canned. Second NFL Coach of the Year. A lot of storylines going on. Detroit and Philly are the Sunday night game. Huge NFC game. Guys, what's your pick? Take a pick.
2
Every
different
NFL story.
primetime 10-7 games in 1 week.
Yeah,
Not great.
that
Not
was
great.
What the hell?
Not great. No, not
So
great.
I was
like
at I was at the first one last Thursday.
Oh,
and I
is
got
that
to check
why
off.
it was such a shit show?
Yeah, it's because it was, and because I brought some negative aura, I guess, down on the field because I got to bring out the American flag, baby. Me and my
Apparently
buddy
you did
Luke
it
got to
wrong.
go down into the belly of the beast and bring out the American flag before a game, and the damn government shutdowns. We couldn't have flyovers.
And now it's back open. It was just because of you,
yeah.
Joe. They saw, oh, we gotta get a
They
I
saw
think
my
from start to
anguish.
finish, it was really your presence.
It
there
really
that really threw off the vibe.
It was. Yeah. Luckily, I didn't fall on my face. So luckily, I didn't make ESPN for eating it, bringing out the flag. But
That would have been good for the show, though, Joe. That would
That
have
would
been
have
good
been
for the show.
fantastic.
You
If
put a
you're
Juice
wearing a
box-
Juice Boy Show shirt
Yeah.
that we don't have nor make.
Yeah,
That's just
you put a
sacrifice.
juice box on your ass when you fall and trip and your pants fall down, and that's good PR.
Yeah.
Continue.
Now, so seeing the players on the field, you realize how massive these human beings are. And then I saw the largest man I've ever seen in my entire life. His name is Stone Forsythe. He's a tackle for the Raiders. 6'9", 330. Oh my Jesus. All right. He made Garrett Bowles look like me. I was like, what the hell? It was
Garrett
just
Bowles to be
absurd.
honored.
How does he have sex? Like, how does he not kill a woman? You know what I mean?
He has to,
6'9", 330.
Cody, we can go over this later, but
okay.
there's, so
That's the sort of dude that
more-
needs to establish a safety word when he goes to the buffet.
That's a good point. Joey, can we talk about off air? Can you run that?
Yeah, no, I'll let
Run
you
that
know.
by
I'll
me.
let you know how it. I'll let you know how it works. So yeah, Broncos are 8-2 after even that horrific showing, but their defense is so damn good. I mean that is if they can play just a little bit of consistent offense, if they can learn to run the damn football and not throw a trick play pass for
J.K.
Cortland
Dobbins
Sutton
might
on
be headed
3rd
for the
and 1.
IR though.
I know, but they still have R.J. Harvey if they can trust it. He's putting up stats. They still have a good
He's
offensive
beast,
line.
but God, Dobbins
so
was
just
the dude.
He was outstanding. So let's
Yeah.
hope he doesn't get hurt like he does every single season. All right, but yeah, Broncos 8-2, and then something you just conveniently left out: the new front runner for MVP of the National Football League is
Is it me?
Drake May,
my
baby.
second guess.
Patriots had a fantastic game beating the Buccaneers, going to 8-2, having basically almost 3-game lead on the division now because they beat the
Almost 3. They measure
they
by
beat-
halves.
Yeah, they beat the Bills, so that tiebreaker right there, baby. I know they have to play again, but they're already ahead on them right now. So Patriots looking outstanding. They have to wear their cool uniforms on Thursday. So when
I
this
love
comes
those.
out, we'll see what happens. All right, but I am so excited for the Patriots. I'm so excited for Mike Vrabel. Just gutsy, bizarre play calling when they knows they can get it. And Drake May is the shit. All right. And so, as I said, when they drafted him, if he's good, I'm getting his jersey. So it's on the way, boys. All right.
If he's good. I mean, isn't that what everyone says about every...
sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Also, congrats, Drake May, taking over
You said that
MVP
about Mac
voting
Jones,
after
too.
Pat Mahomes had a bye. Sick. Like, he had no competition to... That's cool.
Ooh.
That's
yeah,
all right.
what? What's happening? Who's 8-2? So, yeah.
So we should talk about MVP. That was your
Yeah, I
argument.
know, I'm
He's
just
the
saying,
front runner.
yeah.
The guy who was ahead of him had a bye. So I would hope Drake May.
He's
join
also
that.
on a
he did.
team that's just
Yeah.
barely above 500. Like,
Aren't they still like the Super Bowl odds? Like, come on, guys.
I know.
It's
Isn't that
weak.
bizarre? They're still in the Super Bowl.
Hey, that is, it's a weird argument to throw out there, but I don't know how it's real. But give it some time, guys. Chiefs
are
usually
like
don't lose
9th.
after a bye, so feeling good. 3-point favorites at home. Also, quick question:
Give a prediction, Cody. How's it going to go this week?
Chiefs win.
How's it-
That's it.
How?
oh,
What?
bold.
What is-
Wow.
yeah.
I think it could
Balls
get
in.
out of hand but it's going to be all about the defense. Like our defense will stop Bo Nix, but it's really going to be about the Broncos defense first.
Can they stop that pass rush? Because nobody has the whole season. They are.
Yeah, because Joshua
outstanding.
Simmons is back, so we now have a left tackle. Should be healthy after the bye. Andy Reid's like, 90% winning percentage after a bye. So
Yeah.
that's where I am nervous that defense is fucking sick. I mean, that line is just, it's like DeMarcus
Dude.
Ware
Yeah.
and Von Miller are just, it's like they're back.
Yeah,
Zach
Orange
Allen doesn't
Crush
get enough credit,
reincarnated.
dude.
Zach Allen,
Zach
Yeah,
Allen is
he's been a monster.
outstanding. He's
him and
outstanding.
Singletary, who's the white linebacker? Singletary?
Yeah, Alex
I
Singleton.
think, but they're both just
Alex
fucking
Singleton's out
monsters.
though because he just had testicular cancer. This
Yeah.
badass was playing through it, just had surgery, had old righty removed last Thursday. So he's out for 2 weeks, and he's like, "I'll be back."
Only 2 weeks? Wait a second.
Yes, it got discovered on a drug test. They drug tested him and like found something weird in his pee and went and like checked, and they're like, "Holy shit, man, you have cancer!"
Like we got to
All right,
go
get
cut
out
this
of
out.
there.
Holy shit, he's an animal.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
The guy's a freak. So he said,
Him
I'll be
and
back
Allen
in
are
2
just
weeks. Oh, like
nuts.
maybe 2 games because they have their buys. So maybe 3 weeks, but
Dang.
still unbelievable. Yeah.
Quick last thing. Did you think the government shutdown will end before Disney and Google had got their shit figured out? Did you have that on your bingo card?
And the answer was yes, because they still haven't freaking figured it out for YouTube and TV.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
I would have sworn the government wasn't going to get it straightened out.
It
I got
saved
a
me from
20
watching that game last night.
That's true.
I'm a fan.
I got a $20 rebate because of it, but still, it's just that's
YouTube.
There
Thanks,
you go.
buddy.
Oh,
That's all
all
I
right.
watch. It's all I freaking watch is ESPN.
Oh, I love it. Got to take a quick music break. We got some spicy stuff after the break. I said break too many times. We're so back, guys. Episode 105. Oh, my gosh. What are we going to do?
Wow.
Holy cow. It's almost the holidays, guys. Get ready for our Thanksgiving episode, our Christmas episode. The squeezies are almost here. 2025 is wrapping up.
So we got
Please be a
a
friend.
list of nominees already.
Please be a friend.
Squeezy's
Tell a
number
friend.
threesies. Let's go.
Squeezy's three.
Hey, Squeezy's number 3. Look at us play on words, guys. Squeeze of the week, Moron Mountain claim to shame. Chris has a squeeze. I have a Moron Mountain. Would you
do.
like to take it, friend?
I mean, luckily there's no actual fans of this team, so no one's going to be upset.
Okay.
But the fact that Deion Sanders' seat isn't even slightly warm goes to show that Colorado is the absolute bottom floor of Power 4 college football programs. Now, here's the thing. I understand that like the university is fine just having the exposure. They're making shitloads of money by trading on Deion's name, his nonstop hype machine. But Colorado's fan base seems to be completely fine with the fact that he's had one single winning season out of 3. He's never won a bowl game, and he managed to hype his way to getting Travis Hunter the Heisman, even though Genty was the best player in college football last year.
I disagree
This
with that, but yeah.
is the level of success that Buffs fans are content with. Just being talked about is enough. They don't give a shit that Colorado got the doors blown off of them 2 weeks in a row out of the last 3. And to my point on Travis Hunter versus Ashton Genty, what did Ashton Genty manage to help Boise State do versus what did Travis Hunter manage to help Colorado do? Colorado managed to go to a who gives a shit bowl and lose. Meanwhile,
dick
Genty
kicked.
managed to elevate Boise State into the CFP. That is the best player in college football. Mic drop.
So Deion
That's
should
a
be
good
fired.
argument, but I still think Travis Hunter was the best college football player I've ever seen play. I mean, it's just like that. I've never seen anybody
Sure
do
made a
what he
difference on the field, the way that they almost won that one bowl game that one time.
So you're real squeeze. He should be fired, or that you're just surprised his seat's not hot?
Just that, like,
It's all marketing and PR.
If I'm a Buffs fan, like if I was amongst that fan base, I would be pissed at
Really?
how indifferent everybody is for the fact that it's like, does no one give a shit? There doesn't seem to be a plan on the field. There doesn't seem to be a culture, an identity. What has this dude done other than just shine the spotlight on himself? And oh, by the way, that happens to be while I'm in Boulder. Like, hold yourselves to a better level of accountability. Hold yourselves to the possibility. Like, NIL is here. Kurt Signetti just went and turned around the losingest program in CFP in a season. You don't have to build a hype machine and then hope that that eventually turns into a good product on the field. Like, go get yourself a real coach, put some money into it, and go bring some kids in on NIL. Like, the fact that you're just fine going, hey, people are talking about us, I don't give a shit that we're going to keep losing year in and year out, is just asinine to me as a fan.
See, the only thing is, if Colorado had any other coach and they were in this situation, you wouldn't even bring it up. So they're going with the no PR is bad PR argument.
Okay, but
No, but that's from the university.
They're paying him $30 million.
I'm talking about from the fan base perspective. Like, university, I get it. They're happy to just be making shitloads of money, but there's not any pressure from the fan base on the university to do something better. That's the issue.
It's very true.
That's true. Yeah. You got to give him one more year. Give him one more year.
Why?
He won't get fired. It would be a
No, and
mutual.
they put themselves in a position where he cannot be fired. You're right.
You
Wow.
can't be. They can't.
But
They
I
can't
would
afford
still,
good take.
I would still expect to see more of that from a fan base
yeah.
that actually gives a shit and thinks that their program is capable of being something better than a 500 program.
Is that a professional take, Joey? I feel like that was very
I think it
logical.
was. They're 1-6 in the Big 12 right now. I mean, it's just.
And it's kind of more of a he's posing a question of like, why? Why is this acceptable? Chris, that may be
I'm
one of the
posing a
best squeezes
statement that
ever.
They should be embarrassed.
That was the most logical, informational, educational. A lot of yols in there. Nice, you know what?
Yeah.
Nice job, Chris. I can't keep up. I'm just going to
Only
yell.
downhill from here, boys.
I'm just going to yell and spit and
With
stutter.
the rest of the shit that I've got prepared from this show.
I hate CU, and I'm not a Deion fan, so I don't want to argue with you. I completely agree. I don't get it either.
Why is no one asking questions?
Yeah. But Jay
that's
Norvell gets
exactly it.
fired.
Yeah, but that's true.
Yeah. After going 8-4.
But for Ryan Day. Yeah.
We're going to put that into the
Brian
ether.
Kelly.
Real upgrade.
Brian Kelly's
Real-
Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly could take a pay
Brian
cut.
Kelly.
Yeah. Brian Dable.
Probably Chip Kelly.
One of the Kellys. Yeah. Guys, let me take the mic
Kelly
for a second.
Kapowski.
Moron Mountain.
Okay.
This guy, it was in waiting for about a year? Less than a year. Nico Collins, the GM of the Dallas Mavericks, has officially lost employment.
Nico Harrison.
What did I say? Oh, Collins. Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Nico Harrison. Who's Nico Collins? That's a
Wide receiver for the Texans.
Wide receiver.
yeah, the number one wideout for.
The funny thing is even with you saying that wrong.
Did you know where I was going?
Talking about it.
Oh, absolutely.
Nico Harrison, the GM, infamously trades a maybe a little fairly overweight, but 24-year-old Luka Doncic to the Raider. Damn, see, I told you I was stuttering.
You'll get there. Take
Chris had such a good take that he gave me all of his.
Oakland was
more.
right there. Yeah. So, yeah.
Luka gets
Definitely the
traded for what? Maybe a 1 and a 2 to the Lakers
And
and like
Anthony
a back
Davis. Yeah.
and Anthony Davis, an injured older Anthony Davis,
Yep.
and like some back
All
alley
past his
handshake
prime.
deal. No other teams were even given a chance to maybe have a bidding war for Luka.
They're not the Lakers.
Nico Harrison trades him, kind of under the rug of the fans in a way. No one saw it coming.
Yeah.
Okay, he gets traded. He was supposed he was too fat. He was maybe drinking and smoking, and yet they had all the reasons.
smoking doobies.
And then Nico Harrison gets his ass saved because the NBA was like, "All right, we'll give you a Cooper flag. We'll give you the lotto ball, so you get a pick, so you can redeem
the number
yourself."
one conspiratorial outcome possible.
Yes, like there's no
absolutely.
The people saying
Yes.
that this is all rigged are just feasting on
Oh
this
my
one.
gosh. Adam Silver's like,
It
trade him
is.
to Luka or trade him to the Lakers. No questions asked. Don't get a bidding war. We'll get you Cooper flag. You can save your job. Well, they suck. They're like 2-7, 2-8, 2-9.
8, yeah.
And Nico Harrison has officially lost a job. Who saw that coming? I don't know. I will kind of say I know Mavericks ownership wants to move the team to Vegas, and they're not getting gambling set up in their stadium in Dallas. So maybe he was forced to, but he lost his job.
because
Maybe one of the
that's
dumbest
exactly-
trades of all time. And he's
That's
gone.
exactly what this is looking like. Because then the owner, or they don't call it owner, they call it the governor. The governor of the Mavericks.
Very posh.
Yeah, the governor of the Mavericks sent
team
out an
principal.
open letter to fans today and just basically said, "This is Nico's fault. We are
Wow.
correcting- stay with us."
I didn't
Stay
know
with
that,
us."
Joe.
You know, it's just like we made this decision. Now we're moving on. We heard you, and now he's going to
Oh
relieve
my
his
God.
duties.
Throwing him under the
Please,
bus.
Oh yeah, just throwing him under the
Kick him
freaking
in the
bus,
ass
dude.
on the way
Yeah.
out the door, bro.
Over under 1 year that Nico writes a book saying, no, like I didn't want to trade Luka. I was told.
Next month.
But will anybody
Okay,
read
next month
that
it's
book?
out.
Does it?
No one will read it.
What Nico Harrison has
It'll
to
be
say?
straight to Substack. That'll be what it is.
Just put out an
a
op-ed
manifesto.
or something.
I don't know. Maybe one of the worst. I mean, Deshaun Watson, obviously. Russell Wilson's in there. NBA. I'm trying to think. Worse than that for. There's got to be one in history, but I mean, Shaq to the Lakers. But I mean, this is awful.
No,
He was 24 years old. He just got his team to the finals. He was the
year
face.
before. The year before.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Just it makes
So-
no sense.
Because of that, Nico, welcome to Moron Mountain. He's He's the executive of the Moron Mountain. I think he's our first executive.
He sure
So-
earned
He's
it.
up there.
We can get
What
him
a-
He
cheap.
joined the Rockies GM, but
Holy
it
cow,
should be
man!
there
What
too.
a
We can afford him.
and if he's like bitching to his wife, what does your wife say? Like, dude, do you know who you traded and who you didn't get in return? And His wife probably going to leave him. That's
Yeah, he comes
Sorry
home.
about
She's
that.
just packing her
I'm sorry.
bags
It's a
while
little
wearing
bit
a
too far.
Doncic jersey.
I apologize, Nico. Come on the show. We can talk. Maybe you could tell all. A tell-all episode on the Juice Boys?
Yeah, who needs
Maybe get some new
who
recruits
needs a
from Ghana.
book when you can go on a podcast?
There you Yeah, that's true. Joey, if people like me and yourself want to submit some spicy stuff, squeeze of the week, your most outlandish take, Moron Mountain, the dumbest people in sports, claim to shame when we eat our own shit because we made a bad take. You got to own it on the show. How do they do that? How do they submit that, Joe?
Listeners, friends, juice junkies, Nico Harrison. You can submit your most outlandish sports take, Moron Mountain nominee claim to shame by emailing us at juiceboyshow@gmail.com or send us a DM on Instagram at juiceboyshow. If it has the pulp, we'll read it on the show. Chris,
Hey, friend.
who's sponsoring today's show?
Today's episode of the Juice Boy Show is brought to you by the brand new autobiography by our very own Joey Linehan.
Oh,
Never met a beer I couldn't finish.
Ain't that the truth?
That's right, dear delicious juice junkies. We here at the Juice Boy Show were approached last year by an upstart publishing company who wanted to help us each write a book about our lives. My book was deemed to be so boring the interesting bits couldn't fill a pamphlet. McCoy's first draft was so poorly written and riddled with spelling errors, his assigned editor moved to Nepal and became a monk.
That bad, huh? He didn't tell me that.
Our incredible, soon-to-be New York Times best-selling author, Juice Boy Chode, and his instant classic, I Never Met a Beer I Couldn't Finish. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll get curiously aroused as Joey walks you through every last detail of his life, starting all the way back at his origin story as a sad World Series parking lot baby, following an epic meltdown of Bill Buckner. Follow along as Joey details having discovered his sexuality one afternoon, sick at home from school, watching the Martha Stewart show. Roll your eyes
Does she have a show?
as Joey hopelessly refers to every beer he's ever drank as the best beer in America in hopes of securing an advertising deal that earns him free beer for life. I Never Met a Beer I Couldn't Finish will be the book you can't wait to finish as you tirelessly flip through more than 300 pages worth of drunk shenanigans, so detailed, you'd swear you can almost smell the stale beer smell in Lucky Joe's bar yourself.
That's right.
But it's the perfect gift this Christmas season. Give it to your loved ones. Give it to your hated ones. Give it to strangers and homeless people on the street. With every copy sold of I Never Met a Beer I Couldn't Finish, you get another 12 copies absolutely free so we can artificially pump up those sales numbers. I Never Met a Beer I Couldn't Finish. Each and every page will hit your brain like that first sweet sip of beer after work on a Friday night.
Joey, for about 47 episodes, claimed that each beer that he sipped was the best beer in America.
Boys, that might be the longest ad I've ever written. I feel like I just blacked out for the last 10 minutes.
I mean, they submitted it. They paid for the time, so I hope we got double for that.
You are giving me so much motivation to write a tell-all.
Yeah.
No,
Joey's going to be
did.
the
Why do you
That's
think we
right.
have a
Another
name
one.
for it?
A follow-up.
yeah.
Dude, the New
Is
Testament.
it not the perfect name for a Joey Linehan autobiography?
Joey's going to be the Ghana Times bestseller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boys, I'm pretty sure that's exactly the title that Joey needs for his
Pre-sale
autobiography.
available now. So,
Appreciate it. Link in the bio, guys. Let's get to it, shall we? Thanks for that, Joe.
Buy one, get 12 free.
Let us know when the book tour is, and we'll follow you. We will do some live shows on the book tour.
Book tour is at Mad Jack's
No.
every single
Craft
weekend.
Mountain Beer.
Craft Mountain
Brewery. That
Craft Mountain. Yeah.
All right, guys. Our big topic of the day, our big potato is what we call it. Don't ask why. We don't even know why. It's a big potato.
We never figured out why, but it just does.
Yeah. This is a conversation me and Joey started having. I think, Chris, you still weren't over yet because you were taking opioids for your back. So we had a good conversation.
was.
Baker Mayfield has kind of changed how you rejuvenate a career. The man was left for dead. He went to the Panthers practice squad. Went to the
He's literally
Rams.
playing D end.
He's
for the
playing
Packers.
D end.
Yeah,
He
he's playing D end.
He shouldn't have been cut by the Browns. And then now this is the start of kind of a backup, a rejuvenation. Daniel Jones probably was going to get paid for the Colts. Sam Darnold was run out of the Jets.
Yeah.
Mac Jones out in San
Mac
Fran?
Jones,
How
he's going to
about
end up
that?
getting something. Yeah. So there's something because of Baker, a great comeback story. Okay. We're going to find the biggest, best, funniest comeback stories in sports history. Okay. They were left for dead. They were forgotten. They were supposed to be something. Maybe they had a little something, and just everyone spit on them and left.
Poo-poo.
Poo-pooed them. But they came back with a vengeance. Okay. Resurrected their career, got paid, changed the game. Maybe almost died. Who knows? Okay.
Okay.
All because of Baker really changing the business model for quarterbacks. He shifted it to, me and Joe were saying, quarterbacks who failed from their draft team kind of just left for dead. But Baker was too stubborn and said, I'm going to go figure this out at a different organization that respects me. It took the Browns being shitty to make this happen, as always.
Yeah.
So,
Quick trip to L.A., quick stopover in Carolina.
And he has a home, probably for life. So, Joey, who's you want to start us
definitely
off,
for life.
friend?
Yeah, so
Left for Dead story. Who you got?
Left for Dead story. I'm going to take a guy that his story, his resurgence was so magical that the one, the only Chuck and or Shazam himself, Zachary Levi, played him in a movie called American Underdog. All right, and I'm taking Kurt Warner.
Oh,
all right. Now
okay.
Kurt Warner was he went to Northern Iowa, and then after that played in NFL Europe for the Berlin Fire. All right, and it was out there. And I wish the NFL Europe was still a thing. By the way, that would be really cool. But
It'll be.
Yeah, but it's not. And however, gets cut from the NFL Europe and is playing for the Arena League Iowa Barnstormers.
Oh, baby.
The Iowa Barnstormers. And the Arena League is now, their last Arena Bowl was played in a mall in Buffalo, New York. All right. So it's
God.
tells
Great
you
research.
it tells you like the level of competition at that point. So Trent Green, Cody's boy, Trent Green goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Warner comes in after literally bagging groceries.
Not for the Chiefs, for the Rams, right?
For the Rams, yes,
Yep.
for the Rams.
St.
All right?
Louis.
Yes. In his first season as an NFL player, all right, it didn't count as a rookie season because he was on the roster the year before, but his first time playing. He steps in, goes 13-3, 41 touchdowns, 13 picks, wins an NFL MVP. 2 years later, takes the Rams to the Super Bowl, loses to the Patriots, but wins MVP that season. All right. And then this is where his real resurgence and his comeback is.
This one came out of nowhere. Yeah.
Right now, it's just a great story. All right. But this is where his resurgence happens. He just started sucking balls. All right. This is out of nowhere. He went 0-6 the next season after going 14-2 and having the MVP, 3 touchdowns, 11 picks. And it's like, what the hell? They had benched him for Mark Bulger. All right. So he gets cut by the team that he won 2 MVPs for in 3 seasons, signs with New York, makes it 9 games in New York, only with 6 touchdowns, 4 picks. And who do they bring in? Eli Manning. So Eli Manning takes his job after only 9 games. So where is this dude supposed to go at this point? He's completely done. Goes to the Arizona Cardinals,
2 gloves.
the worst franchise in football history statistically, and immediately starts his time there 2-8, 1-4, 5-6. Then out of nowhere, at 37 years old, he throws 30 freaking touchdowns, 4,600 yards, and takes the Cardinals to the Super Bowl and lost by the thinnest of toe tip margins on a Santonio Holmes touchdown catch to beat him. So all in all, his career, 208 touchdowns, 128 picks. Not that good. 32,000 yards, not that good.
But the way it happened.
Taken 2 teams to Super Bowls, 8 years apart. I mean, just an outstanding, incredible story. And now he's a Hall of Famer.
2 gloves, baby. 2 gloves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he wore 2 gloves.
Only with the Cardinals, though. Yeah, it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So,
But
great
just
pick. Great way to start us,
incredible.
Joe. Great way. Chris, can you beat Kurt Warner?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
So just for reference, when you texted, you did just say greatest comeback stories. So I'm going to take us back.
Okay.
Okay. I thought it was resurgence, but yeah.
Yeah.
Greatest comeback stories. The year is 1814, boys. And Napoleon Bonaparte has expanded little old France into a full-fledged empire spanning nearly the entirety of Western Europe while leading the most formidable army on the planet.
Okay.
However,
The fourth quarter
these
hits?
asses in Russia, Prussia, Sweden, and Britain all team up together just to knock France back. And they eventually win, dethrone Napoleon, send his ass into exile on the island of Elba in the Mediterranean. Everybody follow along, please. Don't fall asleep. What does this unsung phoenix of a man do?
What does he do?
Goes back to France, links up with some of his boys, and then they're eventually confronted by the army, and he does the ballsiest thing I've ever heard of. Stands in front of his men and says, "Here I am, kill your emperor if you wish." And the French soldiers join him. Dude marches his army back down to Paris and retakes his throne. Hell yeah.
That is
Comeback of all time. Now, unfortunately, the second rule lasts about 3 months. He has to abdicate the throne due to mounting pressures from all of those allied nations mentioned before. But still,
the story.
the balls to be like, hey, I'm on this tiny ass little island. What if I just sailed back to France by myself, assembled an army by myself, and retook my empire?
That doesn't sound like much of an exile if you're given a boat. You know, so it's just like, you know,
Maybe he
I
made
don't
the
know
boat.
that he was given a boat.
He just tied
took a
sea
boat.
turtles together. And,
Oh,
I mean,
I'm gonna make,
there are boats. That doesn't mean it was given to him.
yeah.
Do you have the receipt for the
It was
boat?
A boat was available, and I feel like things back then were easier to steal. There's no
Especially if you're
GPS.
Napoleon. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I actually think
Do people on the
things
island know
are
it's
probably
Napoleon?
harder to steal when you're Napoleon. You're like, is Napoleon stealing my fucking boat?
Is that Napoleon?
Is
Is that the guy who got run out of Jersey? Like, what's going on?
Did that guy just get ousted as the emperor of France?
Is he just stealing my boat? Yeah.
Why is he on my boat? It seems like he's got a lot of supplies if he's just checking it out.
Quite the comeback story, Chris.
Wow.
Nice job.
I had to teach world history today, and we were covering the French Revolution. So,
Oh, how about that?
I love the French
wow.
Revolution.
What are the coincidences?
How about that, guys? All right, I'm going to bring it back to sports because it's a sports podcast.
I love it. I love it.
We should have specified that
Oh,
earlier.
okay. Guys, did you know Ben Hogan got T-boned by a Greyhound bus?
Oh my God. Yeah, I did. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was a Greyhound bus, but
He had a collapsed lung, a broken pelvis, fractured collarbone, and blood clots. Doctors said he would never walk again. You know what he did after that? He won 6 majors. That's a hell of a comeback story. Literally almost died.
incredible.
Like, talk about resurrected. He wasn't supposed to walk again. His leg was so swollen they had to cut holes in his pants. Okay? That's a comeback story. Short and sweet.
yeah,
Greyhound bus. Said, nah, I got a golf game to get to. 6 majors after that. Legendary swing.
What a man.
yeah, that. One of the
Wrote a
best-
great
best
book about swinging.
Hell of a book on swinging.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to get hit by a Greyhound bus and then we'd
Is that
have his
all I
swing.
need? Yeah.
Let's find out. Why don't you lead the way on that one?
Joey, you know a good Greyhound
Feel like
bus?
that- Oh, I know. I've been on a few Greyhound buses.
Is there
in
such
my
thing as a
day.
good Greyhound bus? Or are they
No,
all
God.
Read all about it in his
No.
book. I never met a beer I couldn't finish.
Do you see what we did there? You see what that was a nice little. That's called commerce. Commerce.
So like Ben Hogan's like the rookie of the year. You break your arm and you could throw 100 miles an hour. And then,
Yeah, he won the Triple Crown. I forgot. Yeah, 1953 Triple Crown, Masters, U.S. Open, British Open. After getting destroyed by a Greyhound bus.
God, that's insane.
Come back this. Joey, number 2.
This one I was gonna go Antonio Brown.
He's in
he's
jail.
He did
right
just
now.
come back to the U.S.
Yeah, he is going for several comebacks now, and yes, and he was just extradited to come back to America for. But then it was for attempted murder, so I'm not really gonna make too many jokes about that. But anyway, so
He was attempted.
Anyway, let's talk
Attempted.
about O.J. Simpson.
yeah.
There it is. There.
Yeah, for how many? Now, I'm gonna go with a local guy, and I know this might seem a little cliche for me to say it, but when you think about it, what Peyton Manning did was absolutely incredible.
Fair.
All right. So just to put this in perspective, I know a lot of Broncos fans just saw his 4 years in Denver and were just like absolutely dumbfounded by how he did because it was ridiculous. Went 45-12 and won a Super Bowl, went to another one. I mean, that's absurd. All right. But the dude broke his freaking neck. All right. He could not grip a football. He had to go to Switzerland to get stem cell therapy to regrow the nerves in his in his spine so he could play quarterback again. All right. What happened to the team that he just basically created, the Indianapolis Colts? Because before that, it was all Baltimore. It was all Johnny Unitas. The Indianapolis Colts were dog shit. All right. John Elway said, I don't want to go there. And literally said, I'll play for the freaking Yankees before I play in Indianapolis. I mean, before I play for this franchise, I mean, this is insane. So, Peyton Manning, he went to the Pro Bowl the year before, had neck surgery, did not play in 2011. The franchise that he created basically and made enough money to build a freaking hospital in Indianapolis says, you know what? See ya, buddy.
Wait, did they not have a hospital prior to Peyton Manning in the whole city?
No, but he built a hospital.
First ever hospital.
He built a hospital, dude. That's incredible.
Like personally?
Yeah, with his money. He paid for a hospital in Indianapolis. Okay. It's incredible. Yeah. Anyway.
Do you think he wrote like one check and just in the memo wrote hospital?
Yeah, like how do you?
Yeah, this Peyton Manning Hospital. I don't know if that's what it's called, but anyway, so he's gone. They take Andrew Luck to come in and just basically say, thank you for your service. You're gone. Nobody thought anything could happen. All right. What does he do? He comes back and his first season back, 37 touchdowns, 11 picks, 13-3. The next season, his second season after being fully healthy, all-time record, 55 touchdowns. All right, had the most prolific offense in NFL history, won MVP, got their dicks kicked by the Seahawks. All right, so he ended up going out on top, but I think for what was done, the way that he was treated, the way that it went down, him coming back and just being like, you know what? Now
it wasn't a bad breakup with the Colts, though. I mean, it was
a slap in the face. They didn't give him a chance to come back and.
But it was a dilemma. It's like, do you take Luck? It was a weird little timing of
where does Peyton Manning live now? What color tie was he wearing on his Hall of Fame induction? Denver is his home. He is ingrained here, and it's just like, and after
like
the Colts were like
Papa John's.
How about that?
I'm just saying, you know what?
At a hospital.
We're moving on. Denver said, we're taking you. And it changed the Broncos' trajectory forever. And Peyton Manning's one of the only two quarterbacks ever to win for two separate teams. Incredible.
Chris.
There you go.
Love the sheriff.
Take it away.
Fellas, I really only came up with Napoleon. But I can't believe nobody's gone with like no. I got one live. To hell with it. Can't believe nobody's gone with this. Remember that one time Damar Hamlin died on the field? Damar Hamlin died on national television. It was so traumatizing to everyone involved. They canceled the game
on the spot.
On the spot. We're done. Nobody has to come back out and try and play football after a guy died on the field and then came back, made an NFL roster, and lost to Joe fucking Flacco.
Comeback player of the year.
Because Joe Flacco just came back from being shitty Joe Flacco.
Except they didn't leave him for dead. I mean, they brought him back. That's the only.
Yeah. But, I mean, just the fact that he was dead and then played in a game the next season, and you don't get comeback player of the year.
I mean, that's like the most obvious like Disney Channel original movie slam dunk ending on
a Hallmark ending to it. All you got to do is give it
like, yeah, but Joe Flacco, like, yeah, he used to be really good, and then he was terrible, and now he's pretty good.
He won a Super Bowl, and
did he die on the field? No.
Well, I mean, he looked lifeless.
Yes, yeah. And definitely doesn't have any soul behind those eyes.
Wow.
So
great
there.
Great call, great live pick, Chris.
I appreciate it. I knew something would come to me.
Guys, no one's gonna hit on this one. This guy should have died a million times. Ted Williams went to 2 wars, guys.
Yeah,
he went to 2 wars.
What a great pick.
He bat 406 and 41, and then Pearl Harbor happened. He said, I'm going in. I'm clocking into the war. Okay, he goes to Navy pilot, misses 3 seasons, comes back, hits 388 in the World Series. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Then he balls out for a little longer. And then the Korea War breaks out. He says, I'm clocking back in.
Yeah, because like I'm just that good at flying planes.
Yeah, I'm going to fly 39 combat missions and not
I'm
die.
the guy. Yeah.
No one expected it. If you were the owner, the GM, the coach, you'd be like, it was a great career. He ain't coming back. Not only did he come back, he balled out every time he came back. Holy shit, this guy. You can't. He was not going to die.
Man.
That is absolutely incredible. So in 52 and 53, he played 6 games in 52, went to war, then finished his war service, and then came back and played the last 37 games in 53. All right, the guy is just a machine, and shooting down Nazis and North Koreans. I mean, it's just
It's easy. He made it look easy. You shake his hand.
1960.
Yeah,
He's 41 years old. His last game.
You just can't. They don't build them like they used to. You know.
And the fact that I know that you're just picking at that point. You have to pick the best of the best, but that an MVP of the league and one of the best players in baseball history was chosen to be a fighter pilot. I mean,
They could stuff him in the back or something.
Yeah, that also sounds like it sounds like it's made up for a movie.
But also, you don't think Ted Williams is no. You give me the hardest shit.
Yeah.
You think Ted Williams you think he was accepting the back seat or the Elvis role of let me go and talk to the people. He's like, no, I'm going to lead it.
Clark Gable was running bombardier missions. He was bombing the Germans. They're like, Clark, stay back to USO. He's like, I'm going to kill some Nazis.
I'm going to drop some bombs. Oh, great job, guys. Good job, Baker. He really changed the game. He inspired at least a handful.
People.
Also,
all
Napoleon.
Were inspired.
Shout out for Napoleon.
I think Baker Mayfield had a lot to do with what Napoleon did.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Sure. Without Napoleon, would there be ABBA? Who knows?
Whoa.
Without Baker Mayfield.
Is that the title of the show? Will that begin? Will people really have an opinion on ABBA and Napoleon? Let's find out.
Remember, Juice Junkies, you can listen to the show on all major podcast networks and YouTube. Please follow and rate the show. Leave us a review through Apple. We encourage you to follow the YouTube and Spotify channels. Push that subscribe button. Also, be a friend. Tell a friend about the podcast. Join our Juice Junkie community. Cody, back to you.
That just about does it. Chris, how'd our last juicy parlay do?
Hell.
Damn it. All right, let's build a fat, juicy, pulpalicious, thick, luscious parlay.
Strainy.
Cody is busting out all the adjectives he
Pick your favorite game. Joey, start us off. Let's build something good for the Juice Junkies, huh?
All right. As much as I want to take the Patriots to cover the 13.5 spread, Thursday night games suck.
Yes,
they just suck. So I'm not going for that. All right. I'm gonna take the upstart Chicago Bears. They just don't seem to ever lose games in crunch time. They're 3-point dogs to Minnesota. So I'm taking Chicago +3.
Guys, give me the 49ers -2.5 on the road against the Cardinals.
Yeah, what is that all about?
Oh, Jacoby Brissett, I think, is starting again. Murray might have lost his job. I know it's a road game, but McCaffrey's there, Kittle's there, Mac Jones, or Purdy. I think Purdy may be coming back too.
Yeah,
I like that.
Might be talking about Kyler Murray going back to baseball.
I was going to maybe bring that up in a future podcast episode because there's a discussion to be had about that. Yeah, give me 49ers -2.5. Christopher, will you bring us home, Sweet Pea?
Boys, I don't know if you were paying attention this past Saturday, but Oregon State managed to give Sam Houston their only win of the season. And now they're traveling to Tulsa. We're going to go ahead and just take Tulsa money line +110.
Wow.
Oregon State is a dumpster fire.
How was Tulsa the underdog in that after they lost to Sam Houston? That is shocking.
Terrible. That's atrocious.
Yeah. Will you
embarrassing even?
Will you poop out parlay poop?
That gives us a +656. $5 gets you 37.80.
Ooh.
I would recommend bet your house on it, bet your neighbor's house on it. Any house you can get your hands on.
At this point, you're down 4 houses and only up 1. So, yeah.
Well, you're going to need to grab your neighbor's house then. Sounds like.
How'd you get the deed?
Paying a lot of mortgages right now.
You're down 4 houses, Joe. Just the way the
Yeah.
game
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how deep in debt you are. You can
Yeah.
only go bankrupt once. So,
And that's
just
only if
keep
you
digging
lose,
that hole.
Joey. That's only if you lose.
This is the one. This one.
Bankruptcy.
You're going to be up like 6 houses after this,
You know what's going to be up?
like Monopoly.
Maybe.
What's up?
You know what's going to be? Damn it.
Oh, I
That's
hear
the end of the
this.
show.
You had it.
Fire's
Son of a
turning.
bitch.
I didn't have
Son
it.
of a
No,
bitch.
that's it. The music's playing. I got nothing.
It's already started. Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear it? It's
Little
next to the
crashing.
Borealis. The Aurora.
know.
The Aurora.
Yeah. People up in
Borealis.
Colorado.
McCoy, I
apparently
gotta
you
say.
saw it. I saw it. It's beautiful.
McCoy, you're just no Ted Williams the way that you crash and burn.
Wait, what? Is that a. You insulting me?
He didn't die
I
though.
am.
I'm going
I
to.
am. I sure am.
This might be the worst ending we've ever had.
Later, losers.